you're welcome to Linda's TV show, the home of news and analysis, where you get your information about the happenings in the globe, especially in Nigeria.
Listen to the sound, listen to my voice. Would you listen to this melody and you will find yourself? Listen to my voice. Would you listen to this melody and you will find yourself?
I hope I reach you with it. What if we stop pretending and really do practice love? Yeah, like stop putting a price to it. Why would your loved ones fall from your expectation and you label them misfits? Expecting perfection from a seed you sowed beneath an imperfect soil. You can't be dealing on perishable goods and praying to God they remain fresh forever. Shut the fuck up. With time they are predestined to spoil.
Listen to the sound. Listen to my voice. Would you listen to this melody and you will find yourself? Listen to the sound. Listen to my voice. Would you listen to this melody and you will find yourself?
Mix me with the judgment. I got love embedded in nature's monument, covered with divine ornament. Police the police, know thyself and always keep to your promise. Try to touch people more when you are not touching them, because that's when you touch them the most. And even in your loss, do not feel lost, and let your shadow be the only. And even in your loss.
Welcome, my brother. How are you doing and how is your side this evening? I hope you are doing great. My great people of Biafra, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are watching this program from or your time zone. Please, if you are joining us, this is an interaction section. Here we'll come together to discuss, so you are free. There's a link there. You are free to click the link and join us here. It's not always good for only myself and my brother Chuk Survivor to be speaking. Your opinion, your ideas, your contribution is very, very important. And I also want to put a disclaimer to YouTube that here in Linda's TV show, we are not here to promote violence, hate speech, misleading information, or what have you, but rather we are here to educate, inform the members of the public about what is happening, and also to say that the call for self-determination is not a call for war. My brother, then Maxwell, if you are there, join us anytime you can. So, my great people of Biafra, we have come again today to evangelize, to bring an update about what is happening. You guys saw what happened. Was it yesterday? Ned Nwoko, a senator in Delta State, he said that they should bring Prime Minister to dialogue with. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was talking, why didn't they dialogue? It's unfortunate. I just remember that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have celebrated 4th birthday in the dungeon, in sufferings, in pains. And you left him. They went to Kenya to kidnap him. They dumped him in DSS dungeon. And now they have seen that somebody who is stronger than him, if I can say that, have emerged. They want to go and negotiate with Simon Ekpa, but they don't want to negotiate with the leader of the group. And Iwanyanwu, that is the president of Ohanese Ndigbo, also claimed that he want to go to Finland to go and speak to Simon. But does it mean that they have neglected Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do they not know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the head of everything? For the fact that I'm listening to Simon Ekpa is because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If it is not because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if he did not say go and listen to him, if Simon Ekpa is not talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, myself, I will not be listening to him. So, if you want to solve any problem, you start from the grassroots. You find out the cause of that problem, not starting from the middle. What they are trying to do like now is just like they are trying to start from the middle. No. They have to start from the root cause of it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there. He is the leader. He established this organization. He is the same person that the Prime Minister is also fighting for his release. They want to abandon him because they think that he is incapacitated. He cannot do anything. He is handicapped because they think that people are not obeying his orders. Now they want to go and get somebody that people are listening to. They don't know that people are listening to him because of the person they are holding. They don't know that. They don't know that if they should free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speak, everywhere will be calm. Don't they know that? All these people are older than myself, but let me give them wisdom. They are looking for the solution for this problem in Southeast. They don't know that they went to Kenya to kidnap an innocent man and still hold him under the DSS dungeon. That was recommended us to know that DSS is not a place you spend a minute, let alone sleeping overnight, let alone staying there for over 3 years, and you expect people to be happy. You want the Prime Minister to listen to you, but you don't want to listen to his own plea. He said free this man. They want to do it a political solution where they will handcuff him, where they will use chain his legs so that he cannot do anything. You want to go, what are they going to go and talk to him? To give him money? To forget about this, or to beg him, oh my brother, please, we are going to the way they deceive people about what is the name of this one? Anambra election and the recent selection they concluded. They want to go and do. Simon Ekpa told you guys that, in fact, sometimes when people talk like this, it's high time we start listening and reasoning when people speak. Look at when he started. They thought when Simon Ekpa started, they thought he was nobody. Like they described him, they said, that thing. But that thing is telling you people now. That thing is giving you people headache. That thing is giving you people wisdom. And he was saying, he said, I will be your last Boston. And it's true. They have threatened Adam and Simon Ekpa Awonambo to the extent that they even confess that only Abraham mother. Oh, Nambo. Also that anybody that is not genuine in this struggle, and he's doing it. You see, anyone that rise up to speak ill against you, will see, I will expose him. You will go and listen to their exposure. You will never pick any point. But if he want to expose you, he bring facts and figures. Ebosi, carry on. Look at this young man that recently died now. In his music, he was saying his life story. Ebere me mobuo na ndi no na mba. Ebere mba mbo. Ebe a na-akpọ Zuka dị ya mma. Zuka na mma na. Akwa zu ịchọrọ na ije ebe a nne na ụmụ anụmanụ ha eme ego obi aṅụrị. Ije ego dị bank ta kedu ihe ga-enye gị joy? Dollar na ego na ekita. My brother Chuk Survivor, you are welcome. Please, I will allow you to speak. If there's anybody that want to call in to contribute, the line is open. Thank you, my brother. I'm going to mute myself.
Thank you so much, my sister, for that very introduction. I appreciate you. You've just said it all, and you've just given a recap. You've given a recap on the whole thing. So I believe the Biafrans that are watching far and wide, they are seeing what is happening. For a few days now, a lot of things has happened. So many things have happened, and Biafrans are following and are watching. Everyone that has connected to this very program today, and those who are still going to watch later, and those who are coming, please, as you enter this program, like and share so that we can reach to as many people as possible. This is a time when everything we say must have to be taken serious. This is a time where we have to take note of every single thing around us. It is the time that we must have to be very careful in everything that is happening around us. It can never be business as usual anymore. So many things have transpired this day, just as my sister mentioned, one after the other. And when you look at everything that's happening, you'll begin to see that these people intentionally want to hold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in captivity. They don't have any plan to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They are not making any single plan anywhere to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, except for what the Biafra Republic government in exile is doing under the command of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. It is only what we are doing that is going to change their mind or touch their heart. Apart from that, nothing else. There is nothing that will move them to do the right thing or to follow the right path. Nothing. If they had a plan to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, this is the time they should have released him, because their neck is choking. The detention of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has become so expensive in their hand that they can't hide their shame anymore. Every one of us remember when we started this very struggle. Some of them said, oh, your seat at home is affecting only the Southeast. Southeast are suffering. Poor people cannot eat. And it doesn't concern us. It's only you people. You are punishing yourself. That was the message they were sending the very first time. But now they are confessing. They have confessed by themselves that they are losing trillions because of the seat at home. They are losing, not only losing money, they are losing personnel every blessed day. They are losing instruments every blessed day. So if they had any plan to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they would have released Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, not tomorrow, today. But because these people do not have any plan to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that is why you see them still playing around words. Look at that Ned Nwoko. Why is Ned Nwoko talking now? Why is he not talking all this while? Why is it now that Ned Nwoko will speak? That Ned Nwoko is a Biafran too. These are people who are supposed to come out and speak and sponsor the exit of Biafra, but they are all silent. Why is he talking now? And in everything Ned Nwoko said, if you listen to that very video very well, he made sense, but at the end of that video, he spoiled every nonsense he was talking. He started well, but at the end of the video, he began to talk rubbish. For his advice to the federal government to negotiate, that is good, but it is late. It is late. Where has he been all this while? It is already late. And for him to say, you have to bring them and put them in government, put them in Senate, put them in House of Representatives, put them there. That is arrant nonsense. That is not what we want. That is not what we want. When I was listening to him, he was making sense until when he began to talk that rubbish, that you have to bring all those people who are agitating, put them in Senate, put them in House of Representatives. When you put them there, make them come into the government and talk. Which government? The same government that is being controlled by the Janjaweed, by the British. Is it the government you want to put us into? That is how they continue to deceive themselves. None of them have the boldness to stand up and say things the way it should be. They don't have that boldness. When you see them talk, they will just talk halfway. When they read at the middle, they begin to talk rubbish. They can't speak the way we are speaking. We stand straight, not being political. We just say it. Look at what we want. Look at what we want. Look at how we want it to be. Look at how we will get it. But in their own, they know the problem and they know how to solve the problem, but they don't have the balls to face that problem and solve it. Only making statements that will favor their master. He was only saying, discuss with them, negotiate with them. You are saying discuss because you see that they are already as we speak now, the government of Nigeria is talking with Boko Haram. They are discussing with Boko Haram. And not just that they're Boko Haram members, they come with their weapon and their ammunition. Every one of them sit down with military, everybody sit down. And they are talking. We have seen it on picture, we see on video. And just recently, the Minister of Defense in Nigeria have told them that every one of you in your state, you are free to negotiate with your own bandit. Minister of Defense in Nigeria said it. It's on papers. Our Prime Minister tweeted it. That everybody, you are free to negotiate with your own bandit. No problem. This is the country you want us to be part of. This is the government you want us to come and be inside. Okay, but look at the Biafran people that have an agenda. We have told them what we want. What we are seeking for is self-determination through a referendum. What we are asking is, give us a referendum. We started asking that through protest, through petitions, through civil disobedience. We are not engaging anybody. But look at how they militarize Biafra land. They militarize Biafra land and send all their forces are pushed to Biafra land. Today, Hope Uzodinma was busy using Tucano jet to bomb Imo State. Where agitators are, people who are asking for their self-determination. But in the northern part of Nigeria, the Minister of Defense is telling them to negotiate with all their bandits separately. And the funny thing is that when you see them call bandit, you think it's just a criminal. Negotiate with terrorists. They just paint and change that their name. They changed them and gave them bandits so that people will not be paying attention to them. These people they call bandits are terrorists. We have seen them on video. We have seen them on pictures. They are negotiating with Nigerian military, sitting down and talk, and they have their weapon with them on camera. Nobody sees anything wrong with it. The Minister of Defense came and said, negotiate with them. But in Biafra land, our own politicians are busy bringing military, bringing Tucano jets to bomb us. This was a jet that they bought from US, and US told them to use it for terrorists. And it was because of the Tucano jet they have refused to name Boko Haram terrorists, or all these people, they refuse to name them terrorists. And where they're using that the Tucano jet today is on Biafra land. That is where Hope Uzodinma is using jets to bomb. A place where innocent people are. People that are asking for a legitimate request, something that is theirs, their right. The people, northern politicians and their people, they are preserving their own people, having meeting, holding meeting, talking to them, even though they know that their people have committed havoc. There is no organization in Nigeria that have taken life like Boko Haram. No organization has taken life than the Fulani herdsmen. But today, they are the most accepted and they are negotiating with them. The Minister of Defense told them to negotiate. And that is what is going on in the northern part of Nigeria. But in the southeast, all the governors gathered there to themselves and say over their dead body will IPOB survive. What they are planning is how to kidnap Master Simon Ekpa. And that fat pig who called himself the Iwanyang, when you see his action, you know that they don't have any plan to release Mazen Nandekan. Iwanyang want to go to Finland and see Simon Ekpa and talk to Simon Ekpa. Meanwhile, the reason why Simon Ekpa is protesting is there in Nigeria with you. The person who Simon Ekpa has told you to negotiate with is there with you. And that is the reason. You know, he didn't hide it. You know why he's saying what he said. Why not go to how many minutes will it take you to fly from Imo State to Abuja? It's not up to 45 minutes. You don't want to go there, but you want to fly almost a full day to Finland to go and talk to Master Simon Ekpa. That is to show you that they don't have any plan about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They don't have any plan. The only plan they are having today is how to kidnap Mazen Simon Ekpa. That is their plan, how to kidnap him, how to kill him, how to take his life, how to do anything. That is the only agenda they have. And you see it through their behavior, through their actions. You see it through their behavior. Because if they had planned to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Mazen Simon Ekpa have said it, the reason why he will not listen to anybody is because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is still in the DSS. He made it expressly clear that if you want these things he's doing to stop, if you want the sit at home to stop, release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Instead of them releasing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they are planning more kidnap of more people. They are planning how to take more lives. These people do not have any plan to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama with the response our Prime Minister gave them. Our Prime Minister told him to his face, if you step your foot in Finland, I will give you the treatment of Ekweremadu. What happened to Ekweremadu will happen to him. Let him go and try now. Only that is lucky. If I were to be my Prime Minister, I would not even tell him. I would just wait for him to come. I don't need to talk. But Prime Minister is so kind to alert him. He's very kind to alert him. But if I were the Prime Minister, I won't alert him. I will allow him to come. You want to go and talk with the same man you put bounty on his head. You gave 500,000 bounty on his head for no reason. You marked him for death. You sent terrorists. You planned so many evils against him. You blackmailed him and told lie against him, and now you want to go and discuss with him. Go in a free world. Finland is a free world. At least when you appear in international court with Mazen Simon Ekpa, somebody that read international law, we will know how many years you will spend there before you come back. Let him go to Finland. He said he's ready to give his life for Biafra, right? So let him start from Finland. Let him appear in Finland first. Then we will know that he's ready to sacrifice himself for Biafra. But of course, he will not go.
Who said that? Who said he's ready to sacrifice his life? Akụkọ na-ekwu ka egwu a na-agwa nwaanyị n'elu bed.
So Simon told him, come to Finland. Let's start from there to know you're ready to sacrifice yourself. Then when you serve your jail time finish for the bounty you put on his head and other thing, then we know that you are ready. Group of people who do not mean well for their own people. What crime have we committed? Simply because we are asking for our freedom. Look at the other ones, all this Department of Saboteurs. Every one of them today, they are confessing in their own different platform, indirect confession. That is what they are doing. They don't even have that boldness to come out and apologize. They are confessing. Some of them are planning to run away from Nigeria. Those who are in Nigeria plan to run away and travel abroad after they have destroyed themselves. They will come and they will be talking indirectly. One of them was making program and he said, we will support, he said, we have to support anybody that is against the Nigerian military and Nigerian police. We have to support them. Anybody that can be able to face them, let's support those people. So you didn't know that it is only now you woke up to know. He's telling their Department of Saboteurs that this thing they are supporting, because those ones now are supporting the Nigerian government. They are supporting that when Biafrans are killed, they will not talk. When the life of Biafrans are lost, house destroyed, property, they will not talk. But anytime there was an attack against the military, they will come out and issue statement that they are not part of it. It's not IBOBO. It doesn't concern also. They have been doing that, and now their members now are complaining that they are losing members because of that statement. They should stop making that statement. They should start making that. They should be supporting people who are going against all those military people. That when they are not supporting, it's making them to lose followers. They are losing followers. Very funny. Your John, I thought you. These people are very, very wicked. Very wicked people. Yeah, Kuru broad daylight. Out of envy and jealousy, you decide not to support evil. And today, you can't even be bold enough. You have talked and talked and talked. So today your mouth is smelling. You can't even be bold enough now to change. You can't twist again. You can't even have the face to apologize anymore. It was also that's the situation of some of them today because of where they have hung their boot. But every Biafran, we must be at alert. We must be at alert. Follow every instruction that is being given by the Biafra Republic of Nigeria. Follow instructions. There is no going back anyway. We must sustain the progress we have made so far. Now we are in the second week of the curfew. 3 weeks curfew. We are in the second week. The 3 weeks curfew is still going on. If you think it's a joke, you are playing with your own life. It's up to you. Some of us never take things serious. Some of us are Thomas. We don't take things serious until when we see before we believe. If you want to make yourself one of those who will be used for that blackmail, good for you. Good for you. The curfew continues from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. After 12 p.m., you go wherever you want to go. But for the ministries and the secretariat, every secretariat will remain locked up for that 3 weeks. Secretariat don't have to open at all. You as a Biafran, if you see any secretariat open, all you have to do is to get a picture of the place or get a video of it, tag any member of the media or tag our Prime Minister directly, put an address, then allow the Liberation Army to send them a message. We'll write them a letter. Some of us have seen several videos that are coming out. Don't expose yourself to danger. Do not put yourself in harm's way. The only thing you can do is to obey instructions. As long as you obey instructions, we will march into Biafra gradually, very, very soon. You know, it's not something we have to be begging people or talking from two sides of our mouth. The only thing you have to do is to obey instructions, support the Biafra Republic of Nigeria. Whatever contribution you are making, make sure you intensify in that contribution. That is the only way to go. There's no other thing you can do. There's no other thing. Every single one of them today will not say they don't know what we are asking for. They know what we are seeking for, and they know that we are fighting a just cause. They know. There is no country in this world today that have not heard about our story. They know, and they know we are fighting a just cause. And with the level of things that is happening in Africa today, the way the colonial masters are subjugating people and putting people below average, that alone justifies the cost of our struggle today. Because there's no way you'll be taking a wealth from a region, and then that region where you're getting your wealth becomes the poorest region. Who will accept that? Nobody can accept that.
And you see how selfish people are. This man in the Buaria Fuana Basari, also from Kalabari or Ejo, I qualify all of them as Ejo. Chuk Survivor, if you go to their village, this one, Abuhon, somebody told me, I have been there before. If you go to Ejo, if you go to that place, this is the main oil producing state. If you go to ndị enweghị ezigbo mmiri ha na-aṅụ na-atọ nnunu, ndị enweghị ezigbo ụlọ, go to Netherlands. Netherlands is covered with water, but you hardly see water there. You see how they build everywhere. Ndị enweghị ezigbo mmiri, ndị enweghị na anwenye ha kụrụ dịka osisi, onye ọbụla aga n'ugara ebe ahụ know what I'm saying. Ha kụrụ dịka osisi ebe ihe dịka in the morning like this, anwụchawa mmiri ahụ atatu. Then around 4 p.m. mmiri erujite, ndị a na-anyụ nsị na-apụta na onye apụta na naanị ihe na-ada tum ọ bụrụ nsị. Ndị enweghị ụzọ ha ebe ha si aga ije, ndị enwe ha na ha na-akọ ihe. But still, these people who ihe awa ebe ego ejide dị obodo. Because of this man enye na ya origidere afọ eto ya. origutere instead of ọ na-aga jụọ Ifeanyị Ụba ife o mere na nke ya kama ya je jụọ nọrọ ebe a na-agụsisi ọnụ mmiri because o nwere family ya dị okay, he doesn't want to care about others. Gogodo, what did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this thing he's fighting for, it's not for himself. Let for him alone. He is okay. His family is covered, but he's fighting for the poorest of the poor. And this is how a freedom fighter or somebody who is dedicated to something should do. Asare dokube wero na nke ya, but see, onaruku no oje nuance na mmiri je nwo sapele water na ebuari afọ. If it's somebody that have sense, every person in those arena, in fact, that place supposed to be a the first thing they would have forced them to do is to construct that place. Make the people live comfortable. The people have to benefit first before others. Eburu oil, ebunyendi Britico, ebunyendi eba. Look at how their country is. They are enjoying, but the main people that have this access are suffering. That's why I don't like talking with anybody that have not crossed, anybody that have not come to civilize country. I don't talk with you because so some of them, if you tell them that you have 24 electricity, that all the roads here are tight, they don't believe you, and I don't blame them. So this is what even some of us, the one that baffles me is some of them that I hear. If onye ọcha na Igbo, if onye ọcha bụkwa ndị feko Igbo a na-ere nke ya na-akpọ ya na-ere anụ, the men and daughter onye ọcha ezigbote onye ọcha like German si na European or American or Asia or Australian country, if ha na Nigeria, ihe ha bịara izu wori, ihe ha bịara ịmụrụ wife ha mụrụ ya, when they go home they practice it. But in Kaya, I was speaking with somebody known Eba for years. What the person said baffled me. I said that this country, they are really cursed. I said, yeah, Jenna Nigeria, yeah, any post that you have bribe that it's Nigeria that this place, don't you like how this place? I said, why not? That's why I'm here. You are here, but if with your level of experience and exposure, if you go there, you will still be awesome. Yes, now that if you try to do good, that is better you collect. And that is exactly what some of them are doing here. They see how this place is developed. They see how everything is practiced, everything well organized. Your door will be like that. You can't even never get pata. You won't get paid dog na even nke bachara na agbaka ya mafuku iwe yoyi. Iri awa ha iga hospital body woni na ari awa ahụ. Ota no kete no kata iga check you onwe gị mmadụ. Some people na anwụ. Ị ga-ahụ this kidney failure, kidney na-asị so ozi ihe etinyere na Nigeria etinye. Ndị China jero ha je produce anya ha ebute people are na young youth and now na kidney, some of them gonna suffer this thing, they wouldn't know. And I got paracetamol, I got painkiller that is worsening this thing. If it were in civilized world where you will have insurance like here, either way, when don't you get insurance card, they will treat you as long as you are working. In a road every month you pay for your insurance, so you will not be. Some people are afraid of it. For no, I see a or say ego at home, and it's true. Ego at home. Ego can before Hannah Bagari with the card. They gave back card. They bought a card. They beg a stamp for you, but only one and obodisi. Natural hepata, and then that's what Hannah Nishi Ned Walker and the Queen. A COVID-19 gland. Doesn't mean that he's not seeing how they practice there. Because they have the opportunity. What about the poor people that doesn't have? The poor people are the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is standing for. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not standing for the rich people because they don't know the value of what he's doing, because they already have what they think they have. Onye nasi inda na-ekwu Biafra. My question to you is this: like Rote Nigeria. Isn't it like let your life be like Nigeria? That is the only prayer young guys. Is it that like Rote Nigeria? Let us remember even our people. and mentalities okachakwa njọ ndị buy mentality enwe onye ya ekwu okwu there. Sometimes I don't like to talk about this issue with people because when they talk ụtọ dị m ka m were aka azụ jụọ ha mgbe na-eme election somebody a na-asị kama ha na-enyekwa ya Peter Obi kịta abịa gbusiwa akụkọ mma na ha nyere onye nke ka anyị tarụwa afụfụ na afụfụ amago anyị ahụ. You see the kind of people you want to live with. Some people have accepted it as their fate. How long are you going to suffer? Your children will come and inherit. Otan mmadụ na ebe a na-amụsị ụmụ nwa nwoke everyday na-asị mọmị ka oge anyị ga-aga Biafra land. Ụmụazị aya ha ma ebi makwa dị ka ndị kpafuru akpafu. Makwa dị ka ndị enwe ike bife na-analụ sef ndị mmadụ anwụsị ya na ị na-agazi a na-ajụ onye dị ihe ndị foreigners bicha ebe a, they travel during summer, they travel to their home, but na nke ga agbajigo kwa bịa kidnap gị kpọwa afọ ego na-afụbe. This is the country of somebody issue the man and say that we should stay together. Be nego dey nwere any development nọ na South East. I nwere sea ekwesịrị inwe seaport. When any important even airport arụrụ n'Enugu na also care for this airline ịgakwa banda many people use go they regretted using it. Enweghị any single development ebute ihe buru aga ugwu Hausa ịpụta ịgbarga ndị Igbo anọ ndị ọchịchị anyị nọkwa ebe ahụ na-asị ndị Igbo ọbụrụ anyị mgbe ụfọdụ ozudukwuru ezo. So isi na ịlikiri Nigeria gide Maazị Nnamdi Kanu gbuo gide prime minister gbuo life gị dịka Nigeria otu Nigeria dị ndụ gede ya ndụ generation gede ya. My brother, because if you are watching us and you want to call to contribute, please, the line is open. My brother, I want you to talk more on this issue of the upcoming convention and this curfew, because many people do not understand it, especially, many people in Biafran land, they don't really understand, because somebody was asking me, I was like, is this person sleeping? Somebody say, why is it that they are not giving Simon access to broadcasting Radio Biafran? So or the Tetenora, yeah, some of them, they don't know what is really happening because of data, and most of them must have mastered Radio Biafra. So when they go there, they feel that there is nothing, of course, there is no interesting thing that are being discussed there. So I want you to talk more of this, and if you have anybody in Biafran land, I will also advise you to call them and really educate them about what is happening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. Thank you so much for that question. When it comes to the convention, which is going to take place October 20th and 21st, the registration is still ongoing. That convention is a referendum convention, self-referendum convention. It is not referendum itself, it's a self-referendum convention. It's a convention and it will be held in Finland October 20th and 21st. And people are registering. Registration is done online. You take your tickets, you get their registration is $150. But I think the Biafra Republic Government in Exile have given a discount. They have given a discount recently. It was brought down a discount as a discount of, I think, when you provide your receipt of 5 months receipt, if you can be able to provide 5 months receipts, you are eligible. They will give you the ticket. You get the ticket and you can be able to come and attend. As long as you have up to 5 months receipt, you can present 5 months receipt, you will have a free access to the convention and 2 days feeding. 2 days feeding over there. So that is the incentive that was given. So it's being made like that so that everybody will get involved. You will not say it is because of money, you cannot be able to go or whatever. So that incentive was given. If you can be able to provide your receipt of payment of contribution, 5 months receipt of payment, then I think you'll be given the free ticket and also bought a ticket and the feeding for 2 days. And even accommodation. You'll be given accommodation also for the convention. So that is the new listen, my prime minister of this. I don't have the listen. I would have read it out so that I don't make any mistake. But there is an incentive now. There's an incentive. So Even if you don't have money to pay, you don't have money to do it, if you have up to 5 months update of your contribution, you just submit it to your liaison area, or somebody who's in charge of area, or there's a number that was also provided in that very thing. You can see the number. It is on our groups, and some of our platform is being posted there. You can see them, or you can go to the platform of our Prime Minister and his Twitter handle. You will see it there. You will see the number. You just call the number, send your receipt and all this, and then they will give you the processes and everything free. So that convention that is going to be held in Finland is a very, very important thing. It's a very important convention that every one of us must attend. It is once in a lifetime convention. That is where you will still have an opportunity to make some discussions. You have an opportunity to see so many people, make contributions, ask questions, engage in debates, see things the way it is. And you also hear from experts. You will hear from experts about Biafra. This Biafra we are talking about, sometimes when we talk about Biafra, they say it's Biafra online. It's online country. They say it's online country. But today, all those people that are saying that it's online country, they have seen that we have grown past that area. We have opened our administrative office in the United States, an office that you can go and lay a complaint. If it is not legitimate, United States will not allow such office to function. And if you feel we are working against you, go and report the Biafra government as to the United States authority and see whether they respond to you or not. If it is not legitimate, there's no way you will have such kind of administrative office in the United States pronounced, opened. The day it was open, you saw policemen there, you saw forces there, you saw people there. You saw the police were always all around there securing the place the day it was open. And this convention that is coming, in that convention, you are going to see experts from other countries. It's not only Biafrans. Not only Biafrans. You will see people from other countries who will come and lecture and educate you and tell you what is about to happen and what to expect. Like when I tell people that you should not allow people make you feel as if you're committing any crime. In that convention, you will now understand why our Prime Minister have the boldness to do whatever he's doing. Why you yourself should have a boldness to do anything you are doing. Call yourself a Biafran and defend it any place you are. Because somebody asking for self-determination is the right thing to do. It is your right. Nobody can deny you asking for self-determination. It's a right of anybody. Every human being at a stage in the life, when you find out that you can be able to manage yourself, manage your life, you'll be on your own. It is natural. It is natural. A man will grow from being the father's child, being with the fathers. Once he grows to maturity, he will go out from his father's house and be on his own, develop himself. Likewise, a woman. A woman will grow, and when she grows and get mature, she'll get married, and they will move out and form a family and be on their own. That is how it is. So that is part of the self-determination. And anytime, even when two people are together and you feel that you are no longer interested, either in marriage, in relationship, in friendship, and at a stage, two of you feel that you can no longer understand each other. They know they shoot gun for that one. They know they fight. It's a simple thing. Both of you agree. We don't understand ourselves, each other again. We can't continue this. Okay, let us separate. Let us go our separate ways. You don't have to fight towards it. So that is self-determination. Simply explain, that is self-determination. Be on your own, manage your own affairs, and do what you have to do. Do the things you are capable of doing for yourself. That's a simple explanation of it. So it is not a crime that somebody say, stop feeding me, stop directing me, stop giving me. I can manage my own affairs. I can take care of myself. Is that a bad word? It's not a bad word. But you see them, they make us feel as if it is a crime when you say it. They make us feel as if it's a bad thing. Okay, look at this self-defense. What you see Biafran people doing today, that is why you see when our Prime Minister is talking, he's not afraid of anybody. After speaking, he will tell you to take ICC to come and arrest him. Because what you see our Liberation Army doing in Biafra land is what is called self-defense. How can you explain the military of Nigeria burning the house of an innocent person, throwing bomb? The law of the country says that an accused person remains innocent until proven guilty. This is their own law. It is not the law of Biafra. That an accused person remains innocent until proven guilty. So do you now see that every house they are burning in Biafra land, every life they are taking without taking them to court, these people are innocent. When you take the life of a man without giving him a fair hearing, you are taking the life of an innocent man. You destroy the house of a man because you suspect him. You are destroying the life of an innocent man and the property of an innocent person. And those people whom you are doing this into, they have the right to defend themselves. That is why everything we are doing in Biafra land today is bordered on self-defense. And there is no law court where you will take anybody there. You find him guilty. That was why they cannot be able to sentence Mazen Nandekano till tomorrow. No law court anywhere. We can be able to jail Mazen Nandekano. Because everything he was fighting for were the right thing. Asking for self-donation and again using self-defense to protect his own people. Everybody, even plants defend themselves, animals defend themselves. How much more a human being created in the image of Chukwu? Why wouldn't they defend themselves? It is only there's nothing. Nobody you will say you want to take his life and you will not defend himself. They will. And that is what is happening in Biafra land today. So every one of us should sit up, come to that convention and express yourself. In that convention, you can be able to express yourself. Say it the way it is in your mind. And again, hear from experts, people who know better than you. Make your logical arguments. It is once in a lifetime thing. Once in a lifetime thing. Even for you to be there is a great opportunity for you, because in history, your picture and your name will appear in the history of Biafra. The same way you are watching at the videos of Biafra Civil War and the statement of people who were there. That same way, in time to come, people will watch you. They will watch your video. We are in the world of technology, and everybody that attend that place will be captured. Pictures will be shown. And your children will be great to see you and see that their parents, their father, their great-grandfather were among those who conducted the self-referendum. Very first time. Is a lifetime event that cannot happen again. Only once in a lifetime. Every Biafra is supposed to be there. More especially Biafrans who are in Europe. Except you don't have your documents. Finland is a Schengen country. You can go there as far as you are in the European Union. You can go to Finland and go. Except you don't have your documents, or there is an emergency, or you are sick, or health problem. Apart from that, everybody in Europe is supposed to be in Finland for that very occasion. And if you are in any part of the world and you are capable, you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. You need to be there. Then when it comes to the curfew that is being put in place is also a sign of what I call civil disobedience. That one is another stage of civil disobedience and part of the self-defense that we are talking about. It is not a crime. Civil disobedience is the legitimate way of people airing their opinions democratically, more especially when you are dealing with tyrant like Nigeria. When you have a tyrant ruling, self-defense is the only...
Somebody asked a question. The person said this convention, he said, what about people in African countries?
Of course, people, if you're in an African country and you want to go to a convention, of course you can. The only thing it will take you is to process your visa, and that's it. You apply for your visa. You apply for visa. If you have your money, you can be able to go from Africa. You apply for visa, you get your visa, and you're done. And now that they have a waiver, you can apply through that waiver. If you have been making your contribution, provide your receipt of 5 months receipt, and then you'll be helped to process it. If the visa is giving you a problem, depending on the African country where you can contact the Biafra Republic of Nigeria, contact the management. You'll be helped and told on how to process your visa. And for the fact that you're going for a convention, that very convention, it is not a hidden convention, it's a popular convention. If you're going from Africa, you can sponsor yourself, you go for Africa. It is a good thing to do. You can apply with that very convention. You can apply for your visa with that very convention, and you'll be granted a visa to go for the convention. You're going for a convention in Finland. If you have other challenges, you contact the Biafra government. You can contact through any media warrior. You can go through any media. We direct you to the right source. They will guide you on how to get your visa, and you'll be there. Nobody is left aside. Nobody. As long as you can be able to afford it, go for it. Any part of the world you are, whether you are in Africa, Asia, Europe, America, Australia, once you can be able to afford it, make the move. Even if you have a problem getting the visa, make the move. Just make the move, make the application, then let the management know that this is your problem. The organizers in Finland can help you to process and give you some other document that can help you to get your visa, and you'll be there for the convention. So there's no restriction to anybody. There's no restriction. Everybody have the right to be there. So on that issue of the curfew, the curfew is part of the self-defense and civil disobedience, and more especially the delegitimization of Nigerian government in Biafra land. That is the key, because that very curfew is targeted on Nigerian government, not on our citizens. It's targeted on Nigerian government. You know, the operation of the government, the offices always work from 12 to 1 or some from 2. So that is why that curfew was being placed from morning to 12. It is that morning hour, that is the official time. That's the official time the workers go to work. That was why that very curfew was placed. It is not because of ordinary people. Ordinary people can go their business at any time. By 12, they go back to their business. But for the secretariat, they remain locked, under lock and key. They will have to be locked completely for that 3 months. And for those of them who are disobeying, they will hear it very soon. They will get the message very soon. The only concern we have is Biafran people. Do not put yourself in harm's way. And those of you who they are deceiving you to bring your children to school. More especially on Monday, sit at home. They deceive you, carry your children, go to school. Nothing will happen, nothing to them. When it will happen, they will even condolence visit you will not see. They are deceiving you. We have seen audios where Mba is deceiving students, promising them that he's going to buy motor for them, he's going to buy land for them, he's going to do this, he's going to do this, so that they can come out. Carry your longer throat and come out. Let me see whether if you drive that motor in your graveyard. Because they want to use it to set people up. The same person who is telling you to come out will still send people to go after you. When you are being told to sit at home, it is for your own good. It is for your own good. Some of you will complain and say, what about students? Students, which student are you talking about? When you are talking about your freedom, you should be ready to make sacrifice. You should be ready to. Today, people educate themselves in their homes. You can be in your home and get any certificate you want to get. You can read on your own. So for them to tell you, if you don't go to school 1 day or 2 days after 1 week, that you cannot meet up with other students, is a lie from the pit of hell. It's a deceit. And when you are talking of your freedom, everything has to be put online. You must protect our children. We must protect our children. More especially, what you see in Nigeria today, when you see this quota system, a place where your child will be a graduate, a very brilliant child, will pass exam and they will not get an admission. Are you not seeing them? Are you not hearing it? Our children in Biafra land, they come out with flying colors, and yet no admission for them in any university. If you manage to get admission after studying, you come out, there is no job. Is it what you are going to be doing? And because of that, you will not obey the sit at home that will free you. We want to create a government where a student will even have a student loan to go to school. Teachers will have salary, don't have to need to complain about salary. Teachers will not have to complain about salary. And students will not have to begin to write application, look for job, crying for job. In developed worlds, before you graduate, your job is waiting for you. Before you graduate, job is already waiting for you. Job is waiting for you, including foreigners who are coming. Everybody have a job. But in this Zoological Republic, do you know how many people graduate every year? No job. Do you know how many people apply for admission? No admission. And why they don't have admission is not because they did not pass. It is because they are trying to press them down so that the people in the north will catch up. Quota system. They intentionally reject you. They intentionally make you not to meet up because they want you to be on the same level with the Northerners. How can a country grow in such kind of situation? How can somebody lower his own standard? Instead of you to raise the standard, you are lowering the standard. You lower the standard of education so that the Northerners can catch up. Is that what you want us to begin to follow? You lower the standard of education to make the North catch up instead of raising the bar and let them grow and pursue and develop themselves. You will not. Instead of that, you are lowering it to their level. And this is the education you want to tell me that you are happy to allow your child to be part of. Why do you think every one of them is taking their children outside to go and read? Why do you think every rich man in Nigeria never wanted their children to study in Nigeria? If instead it was study in Nigeria, they take him to Ghana. Instead of them to allow their children to study in Nigeria, they take the person to Ghana to study. That is how bad it is. Because they know that the curriculum is useless. After reading, after graduating, you come out more dumb than you have ever been. You become worse than you have ever been before. We want to change that standard. That is what we want to change. So on trying to change that standard, everybody must be ready for sacrifice. It's just like our brothers who are in the creek, others, our brothers in the riverine area. Those people in the riverine area, the people who you think are their spokespeople are just selfish and self-centered people. That is their problem. Very greedy people, very self-centered people. It is about them. You see one individual, once the government give him money, they forget about every other person. This Ijo you're talking now, if you go to Ijo, it's only one family, maybe only one family will see the light. The other people will remain very, very poor and they don't care. They don't care. You see Asara making noise. Do you think Asara is fighting for a donation? Asara is not fighting for Ijo people. He's fighting for himself and his own family. The same thing with some of them who are in the creek. Some of them who call themselves militants. It is just about them. Before you know it, now they are dragging for pipeline. They are fighting over pipeline. Who will be in charge of pipeline? The same pipeline that take your wealth. Pipeline that take your wealth and take it to Igbo people. Look at how Abuja is. Abuja is Paris in Africa. Look at Lagos, built with the money from your own area.
That's why all of them. That's why all of them are running there. That is why they are running there. You can imagine, Governor of Imo State will live in Abuja. He's from Abuja. He's administrative.
It is so bad. It is so bad. None of them, all the offices that are stealing that wealth from Biafra land, none of them have office in Biafra land. They are all in Abuja. Some of them come to work with helicopter from Abuja. They just come, they pollute the land and they go. Are you telling me that you cannot build? Which kind of house, apartment, or office can you not build in Biafra land? Which thing can you not build there? Look at the seaport. We are living in the riverine area where the sea is even close, and yet we don't have any seaport. Instead of them giving us chance to build seaport, they went and they began to negotiate with Cotonou. Another country, they went to negotiate with Benin Republic that people should be importing goods from Benin Republic. They are reaching an arrangement with Benin Republic seaport. So that when you clear your goods there, you will still pass through Lagos and they will extort all the money. Extortion, that is all it's all about. But in Biafra land, there are seaports there. There is one in Calabar. Calabar seaport is there. Uele seaport is there. The one in Onitsha can be constructed. There is another closest seaport that have closest access to the sea in Biafra land. They abandon it. Instead of them to open this one, they go to Benin Republic, another country altogether. And they are telling them. They are begging another country to allow their people to be shifting goods. So when you send your goods now, you have to go to Benin Republic and clear it. When you clear it, then you begin to pay custom all the way from Benin Republic. By the time you pay custom and get to Lagos, you know how much you have spent. Then if you are the one if you are taking your goods to Southeast, by the time you get your goods to Southeast, that goods, the price will become times 10. the price will become times 10. This is the kind of suffering we are facing that I don't know why a well-thinking Biafran will just open his mouth and say one Nigeria. The hardship you are seeing in Nigeria today is caused by that Nigeria itself. So many things you are seeing that is expensive. How can you tell me when you make importation, you will buy something from you will use 500,000. Let's say you use up to 500,000 to take goods all the way from Europe to Nigeria. But for you to take that goods from Tinkan, Lagos to Anambra State, you spent 1.5 million. Something you spend 500,000 from Europe to Nigeria. For you to take it now from Lagos to Southeast, you spend 1.5 million. As if that is not enough. Now they want to take it to Cotonou. Then you have to settle Cotonou port. You come to the border, you see custom. Before you even enter Lagos.
And all these things they are doing, they are targeting at the Igbos. Because Igbos are the majority people that ships goods. Who
again the protection?
Only us. There is no other person. Every policy they are putting is targeted as the Igbos. More especially the Igbos. Every policy is targeted at the Biafrans. That is what they target. Anything you see them doing, that is what they target.
My brother, we have spent 1 hour. Thank you so much. I don't know if you can summarize in 1 minute so that we'll call it a day. I'm even tired too. Even if you talk from now till tomorrow, those who believe will believe. In the easier they will still believe, but Nigeria more in Nigeria, they are Mayadeka Nigeria. That is just a simple prayer.
Thank you so much, my sister. I appreciate you. Fellow Biafrans that are watching anywhere you're watching us from. My last word for you is to please continue to hold your ground. There is no going back. The gain we have made today, we cannot lose it. We must sustain this success we have made. We must sustain it. And the way we can sustain it is by you increasing your effort. Whatever contribution you are making, continue to make that contribution. Whatever contribution you are making in any way, increase your effort. If you are praying, add fasting to your prayer. If you are donating, increase your donation. If you are evangelizing, increase your evangelism. Whatever you are doing today, make sure you hold it fast. We must sustain this very success we have made. We are going home. There's no choice about it. And always remember that the only command that we have is the command coming from the Biafra Republic of Nigeria under the guidance of our Prime Minister, Master Samaripa, and on the supreme command of Mazen Nandekan. That is the only way to go. Even our enemy can confess it today. They have now realized that the only way, the only man that knows the road is Master Samaripa. The enemy have confessed it. That is why you see them running to Finland to go and talk to him. And I thank Chukwu Okabema. He is not a proud person. He has told them, if you want discussion, go and discuss with the supreme leader in the DSS. Bring him and discuss with him. As simple as that. So we must all continue to give him that support and pray for him. And I pray that Chukwu Okabema will lead us into Biafra very soon. Thank you so much and see you again.
Thank you so much, my brother, for spending your time with us. And I also want to appreciate everybody who joined this program from the beginning up to this moment. I want to appreciate everybody that shared. If you haven't shared the video, please, as you are going, you can share it to any platform you belong to. God bless you. Anytime we have time, we'll come out here to evangelize. Have a nice sleep.
And you're welcome to Linda's TV show, the home of news and analysis, where you get your information about the happenings in the globe, especially in Nigeria.
Listen to the sound, listen to my voice. Would you listen to this melody and you will find yourself? Listen to the sound, listen to my voice? Would you listen to this melody and you would find yourself?
I hope I reach you with it. What if we stop pretending and really do practice love? Yeah, like stop putting a price to it. Why would your loved ones fall from your expectation and you label them misfits? Expecting perfection from a seed you sowed beneath an imperfect soil. You can't be dealing on perishable goods and praying to God they remain fresh forever. Shut the fuck up. With time they are predestined to spoil.
Listen to the sound. Listen to my voice. Would you listen to this melody and you would find yourself? Listen to the sound. Listen to my voice.